Hi, this is Heather Widener for the 2015 ICE Resin Creative Design Team. Today I'm going to show you a technique for making windows in your bezels, which allows you to make lots of great layers with color and texture and whatever else you can imagine. The theme today is From the Heart. I took that quite literally and worked with an Art Mechanique heart mixed metal bezel. And in mine, I have 10 layers basically, but you could do 2, you could do 3, you could do 5, you can do as many as you want, or as few as you want. The first thing that I did was work on preparing my layer materials. And I like to work in a lot of layers, and I'm always on the lookout for materials that are transparent and colorless and will disappear in resin to make managing the control of my layers a lot easier. One thing I really like is ID badge laminating material. This is great. Buy it in bulk. It's cheap. It's nice and small, so you don't have a lot of waste. All you have to do is take that plastic and take your bezel, trace around the outside edge, and then cut that shape out just inside the line you've drawn. From there, you want to basically cut a window out of the center, or wherever you want your window to be, really. I chose the center. That is going to give you an opening that you're going to see the layer beneath. So in my case, for my base layer, I have fabulous, silver colored German glass glitter from ICE Enamels. Very mesmerizing. And then on top of that, I decided for my first layer to use some of the ICE Enamels Relique powder. Now, I know that ICE Enamels are for cold enameling, but there's nothing that says you can't use that fabulous material as just a regular old coloring agent. It is a powder after all. So I basically just, you can see I cut out the hole in the middle. That's going to be the window that's going to let me see the silver underneath. And then I'm just going to place that in that bezel. See, fits perfectly. When you're ready to adhere that permanently, you just want to put a thin layer of ice resin on top of your base layer. That will secure the glitter and also provide the layer of adhesive for this first layer of windowing material. So you're just going to put your resin in there, put that layer down, press it, and then let it sit. Maybe about 15-20 minutes later, put another layer of thin layer of ice resin on top of this, again, to secure the red layer. And then you can place your second layer, which has a slightly bigger window opening. I make this easy to cut these things out. I just stack each of the layers of laminating material on top of each other and just trace successively larger windows. That makes it really easy to get it right. When you're ready with your resin in there, just put it down, and then you can see. You can see all those lovely layers with the silver at the bottom. You can keep building this up with successively larger windows that, so you can see lots of layers. If you want to have, just a couple layers, maybe you put in thicker layers of resin to get, a depth in the bezel without putting in lots of layers of the laminating material. Either way, whatever suits you. It's a great technique for highlighting something in the center, whether a picture or a word that's symbolic to you, or just great texture and color. I hope you enjoyed this technique. For lots of other great techniques with ice resin, and ICE enamels, please head over to the ICE Resin blog, go over to iceresin.com. And if you'd like to learn more about my work, you can find me at gemfabulous.com. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.